Chapter 4. Enka's Challenge. O fairy of the night and still, where are you and why do you hide? Asked our poor Enka swallow, beginning to sway and tire. O fairy of the night, ha! Mimicked the raven from a branch. You silly swallow, that bird hath flown from here. Don't you know you're all alone? Now Enka had to outthink the raven. She didn't want to be afraid. No use in crying, thought she. Perhaps I'll suggest a challenge of sorts to set the feather free. In response, Enka said just this to the raven. If I stay and you return to my home beneath the sky, George, my brother, will know that you're an imposter, that you're you and not I. So choose a game where the victor takes the feather and the home. If you win, I promise to give you our secret pact. But obviously, the game has to be a fair match. What a clever and playful soul, thought the raven, who was always game for a challenge or two. But curiosity overcame this odd duck cat, who asked some more questions. This secret pact you have with your brother, he asked, is it a password or a secret handshake? Enka replied, it's a code, and I will reveal the secret code between us. The words are meaningless, but together mean more than words, not less. Clever, thought the raven, but never mind how smart she thinks she is. I know. I'll pretend to play, but I shall keep the feather anyway. Very well, said the raven, with a mischievous grin. My game is of 2 riddles. Answer correctly to but one, and the feather, my dear, you will win, win, win. If a turtle is a turtle, and a dove is a dove, what, pray tell, is a turtle dove? Once the raven shared the riddle, he stood back and giggled the giggle, wishing, waiting, anticipating the swallow's answer to fizzle, fizzle, fizzle. Why, a turtle dove is a bird, chuckled Enka. Run! Cried the raven. Silly soul, a bird is a bird. But it's a type of bird, isn't it? Asked Enka. Tcha! Maybe where you're from, said the raven. Out here, it can't possibly be a type of a bird, when a type is a type and a bird is a bird. Seems to me these riddles are tricky games of finicky words, thought Enka. I'll have to let my imaginative thoughts scatter into the air and just grab the first thought that grabs me right back. While Enka was planning her escape, using wise words to free her, the raven thought of another riddle, this time an even more difficult one for his challenger. Now, 1 down and 1 to go, he said. Answer me this. If a horse now flies, and a fly now horses, how does a horsefly sit on a seesaw? I'm puzzled, said Enka, as I saw a seesaw up along the seashore. His arms were long and made of wood. Why, he was there with his wife, selling shells on the shore. Therefore, it cannot be the same seesaw that I just saw, that I know of, to be sure. And since I also saw a horse fly and land backwards, I must remember that anything is possible in the land orient are. But give me your answer, silly swallow, barked the raven. How does a horsefly sit on a seesaw? Kerr repeated. Well, the answer must be very carefully, or else the seesaw would shoo the horsefly away to his fly house where there are no houseflies sitting on top of his shoo fly pie. Upon hearing his opponent answer the riddle correctly, the raven fell from the tree in disbelief. "No!" he cried, until he hit the ground with a surprisingly soft thud. Now, fair's fair, Mr. Raven. I do believe the feather belongs to me. But the Raven had other plans. Fair's fair, ha! He mimicked. Silly soul, know you nothing of clever deceit? I'll keep the feather, and as I said once before, it is I who will return to your safe haven while you suffer defeat. No, cried Alegrias. Please, this isn't fair. Can't we play another game, such as hide and seek or double dutch, like games I used to play before I came to Oriental? Your time is up, oh little one, the Raven said. You promised me your secret pact. Now tell me what it is so I can leave this place at last. Sniffling, our teary-eyed swallow replied. Close your eyes as tight as you can, and I'll tell you what you clearly need to know. When the raven shut his eyes tight, Enkachai turned to the side and gathered her wit and her nerve. Standing tall and proud, she started to run before leaping into the air. Flapping her wings as fast as she could, she closed her eyes and flew. Enkachai was on her way home when she realized she'd forgotten all about the feather. Looking back, she saw it was lying alone, right beside the raven. Meanwhile, the raven waited and waited and then peeped a tiny peep. He couldn't believe his eyes before him, where no longer was his keep. Come back here, silly swallow, squawked the raven. You gave me your word. Honest is honest. You promised me a promise. To this, Enkachai whispered, but I answered the riddle correctly. And honestly, I believe I won the game fair and square. The first riddle wasn't a riddle at all. Keep the feather for yourself, but my word and my home is all I have, and you will have to find your own. And this whisper was to the raven swiftly delivered. The raven stomped on the ground in anger and dismay. What use to me is a silly feather when I just wanted her to stay and play? And just then, a gust of wind came along and blew the feather away. Enka wondered which way was home. She looked to the north. She looked to the south. She was completely turned around, both inside and out. Suddenly, a bright spark of light nighted the sky, and a booming sound resonated across the galaxy. The vibrating ring-a-ling-ding of a copper bell announced the change of foot. In the blink of an eye, the falcon sprinkled into the form of a fairy. When the fairy of the night is still recognized her friendly swallow, she changed Enka back to the way she was before night was at large. I'm sorry I lost your feather, Enka apologized to the fairy. To this the fairy whispered in a soft voice, Enka chai tigainen. The feather was but a symbol for you to never forget your home. You met your challenge with a strong mind, a brave heart. You're good, gentle, and kind. You remembered our parting words, and all is safe and sound. With all your might you took flight, and now you're homeward bound. Now get thee to thy kingdom, dawns blossoming like a rose, for the night sky is closing her eye, and your journey has come to a close.